first known as the Meadowlands. EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. On the visiting sideline, there's the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time.
But with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Jets.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the...
Now Fields. He's going to run it. Good blocking, and he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense quarterback?
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Got it at the 3, to the goal line, and in. Christian Watson, touchdown, New York.
First down. First and goal.
Gray is the motion man here. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jared Wiley. Touchdown, KC. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around.
Yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead?
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Fields to throw. He'll find his running back, White. And he's into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown, New York. To a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Woo! On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. The Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this.
Have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, Fields. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is brought in. And he's going to go all the way. Oh, that's some late magic. They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that that play is the game winner.
Tremendous performance to this point. First down throw, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's worthy. That
16
one.
yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He can miss the 45-yard line.
14 yards. That's another.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One last shot now for Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys victorious a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row here. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to show out in front of the yard line just across the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm. A return of just 2. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this could be true.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really.
Much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. touchdowns here this first quarter. He's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way.
Scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there.
In the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Go in the first half.
At the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Milestone for 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights.
They've got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And this is brought all the way back. Recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard. A nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 40 yards. And the Colts have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must.
Throwing Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's across midfield. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what.
And that will not be ruled a fumble. 1st and 10, Taylor now. A nice little juke. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. At this stage in the fourth, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they probably run hold opens up, and he's gone.
Well, we might know this because you're thinking different
Here's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
First down, Dolphins.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want...
Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here's Richardson. Oh, a heck of an effort there. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Colts, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar. Yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, our draw features 2 from the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. On one sideline, we've got a look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. His side would prefer to move on from the last couple months. They have lost 6 of 8 during that stretch. Along the opposite sideline, Brown had the Raiders for their first possession. At the helm, someone entrusted to lead this group in just his first season. Their rookie out of LSU. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out. Now from the 39. First down, play action. Going deep here for the end zone. And it's brought in, touchdown Cleveland. The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big...
Goal to go, they're passing. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
Another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit. Big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
48-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Man downfield, and he finds Besh for a short gain. To throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And that right there is... They'll motion him out of the backfield. Now to throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown! A big decision coming up for him now. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's to win the game. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. Last, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in by his back here. It's Jency. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders claim a 6-point lead. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They are throwing it again. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns making a 1-point game. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options.
The win not official just yet, folks. They want to take another look at that touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Down here. They'll throw to begin this drive. Looking slant route, complete. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. On 1st down, Genty. And he's going to be driven out by a defender on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. It's a very important field goal for Joey Sly. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, He's just that.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.